Hello, everybody. This is Gracie.
And this is Thorn.
And welcome back to
Gracie and Thorn.
So today, this is another podcast that does not have a name yet. Check out the poll.
Yeah. Nameless.
Today, we're talking about paintings. So, we don't have very much, we're not
as specialized in this form of art as we are with markers and watercolor and pencils. We added it because we do it a little bit, and we have been doing it for many years. It's just not like we tried to make a illustration for the channel a lot.
Yeah. I have one or two painting things, but mostly I'm painting items, customizing them, and I don't really paint on canvas very often. I paint on wood, all the other stuff, so this is sort of going to apply to a little bit to canvas, but mostly to customization.
Yes, keep in mind, we're not specialized, but over the years we have picked up one or two tips that don't come immediately.
Yeah.
Is a good way to say it.
Also, we use acrylic paint mostly, so this mostly applies to acrylic paint.
Yes.
So that's all the disclaimers. Thorn, get started.
So, one of the things that I do that I myself have made mistakes is layering your paints. It will become looking a lot more 3D, which is good if you're going for that look, but if you're not, just be careful with layering because it is solid color. And also, always customize your paint colors. I know it's really boring to some people, and it kind of is to me, just a little bit, but regular painting that's already been pre-mixed isn't going to be the exact color that you're looking for. So basically, you have to really play around with mixing around colors to find out which ones you like.
I will put up right now, note to editor Gracie, a color theory chart, because that sort of leads right into our next topic. Color theory is super important because these are solid colors unless you have really bad quality paint.
Yeah.
So whenever you're doing this stuff, you have to pay really close attention because blending you can do. It's quite easy to blend paint, but it's very saturated colors typically. So you have to make sure you know how to play off the colors you're putting onto your thing. Otherwise, it's just going to look a little bit off or really off. It just depends how bad your color theory skills are. If you don't know how to play off of what you got on your painting.
Basically, plan it out.
Mm-hmm.
Painting is really... The base of it is mixing your colors, having the right colors in play, and planning it out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to plan it thoroughly and make sure you have room for mistakes, because every single artist is not perfect, but the real skills of being an artist is being able to turn your mistake into something that looks like, hey, this isn't a mistake. It was on purpose. Don't ask any questions.
And by planning it out, you plan on, for a very, this is how thorough I get. I plan out the colors I'm going to use. I plan out the undercolors I'm going to use. Because I'm mostly a watercolor artist, so it's just sort of my blood to put in a little bit of things extra.
Yeah.
And I plan exactly what I'm putting onto the page. So I plan if I'm doing a practice for my future mural, I put lily pads in the exact pattern I'm going to put them on to there, drawn out, not on my wood first, and then I move on to putting it onto the wood afterwards.
I would recommend for you to do your first draft on a piece of paper, and then transfer it, not in pencil. Regular pencil, it will show through the acrylic usually. And so I would recommend doing colored pencils in a very light form because it will make an indent inside of your canvas if you're using regular pencils. And sometimes if you're just a hard drawer, it will show in colored pencils, but it is a lot harder too. I don't know why, but it just seems a lot harder.
So on the customization side of it, I've done quite a few things. I've painted on jewelry boxes, clay. I've also painted on canvas a lot. I'll put up a photo of our Rainbow Friends Roblox game, board game up here to show some of that I've done. But one of my favorite projects is outlets. And this is just sort of a little fun activity for y'all. grab your outlets, customize them. It's so much fun to make them rhyme and reason to the decorations in your room, and it's just a little bit of customization you can make to your room, not like anybody else's.
And it's really easy to get them out. You just get a flat screwdriver and you twist it out.
And they're like $1, so if you mess it up, go buy another one.
Yeah. You can also do it on the light switches too.
Yeah. But do plan out that they're not a flat square. They have circles sticking out of them and indents, and you just have to plan for the flow of your piece.
And if you might want to sand it to let the painting stick because it is a smooth surface. And a lot of customization on different items. Some people on their first time do not plan for it being smooth. You gotta plan for the texture. Okay, you gotta plan. Also, do not use black line art on your paintings unless you are sure that you can pull a very straight line. It stands out a lot more on paintings because it's just dead black. And if you can't, I would recommend doing a lighter color or something closer to non-black, maybe a gray.
Or do a test painting first if you're doing a really important painting to just practice those lines.
And the lineless art, the lineless style on paintings go very well with the painting style. But basically, you can rework it however you want it. But I would definitely recommend not doing black line art.
Until you're more comfortable with line art and painting, of course.
Yes.
But that's really all for our painting things. We're not exactly experts in this style of art, but the movers seem like they're moving upstairs, so we gotta get done with this.
Yeah.
So this is Gracie.
This is Thorn.
Bye!